Assalamualaikum. Oh, Lando. Today I'm going to record my first video ever at this place. It's a little bit over the board, but it's just to showcase that this is how I feel my life is at 61. It's full of flowers. It's alive like spring, whereby I've always thought that I've reached the autumn of my life. And let's see, I have a few things that I would like to speak about that I have listed down here. Just would like to introduce myself first, right? I am Rosila Kamaruddin. I've been working since I was really young, actually. Since I was 16, I was working as waitress when I was at uni to supplement my scholarship, my monthly allowance, which wasn't enough at that point, at that time. And it had opened up a whole new world, the hard knocks of life. And also I did Bachelor of Engineering. As soon as I graduate, I worked as an engineer for a long time, like until I was 57 in a full-time corporate job. It had certainly nurtured me technically as well as in my my leadership skills over the years. And it also had some wisdom, not wisdom, I would say like life experiences has really opened up certain aspects of my life. I totally enjoyed my life as an engineer. It really challenged my brain as it has, because I was the first female engineer that the company employed. And even when I was in Australia, it was their first female engineer in the corporation that they employed. So it was a little bit different back then, but it was never really difficult. After that, once I retired and everything, I decided that I would like to go and to become a psychologist, but instead of a general psychologist, clinical psychologist, I decided that I would go and do art therapy, which is psychotherapy using art. And the knowledge about art therapy just came to me. Like, there is a long story about that. I'll update you how it came to me just like that. I took it like, if it's easy, then it is meant for me. And I've always wanted to, I forgot. I wanted to share also that I'm married for 34 years already and have 5 children. They're already adults. My youngest turned 22 this month. And I felt that with her turning 22 and 3 of my children already getting married, I felt that they're already fully independent, even though some of them not get one, even though there are 2 yet not yet married, they are independent. I know that without me in their life, they could sort out themselves. Yeah, I'm just here around to support and still continue to give the love to them, but I would say I'm no longer essential to them. I'm very happy to see that coming out of my children, because I felt that I have put them a lot in my career. They have always been my priority in my life. So why do I decided to do this? I just felt that it has to be recorded. I felt that whatever my thoughts and whatever my feelings of that time, it has to be recorded. The technologies in me felt that, what if someone would like to know about how would be boomers like Gen X who had gone through the punch card computer to this kind of computer. I've gone through that. I've gone through a session where I lived without any electricity, without any pipe water, without any telephone, obviously. And until today when I live in such with everything, I mean the modern amenities, I've seen the evolution of communication over time. So at the same time, for example, this place, right? When I was getting engaged, I was nowhere inside. I don't know how many thousand kilometers. I was in Trondheim, almost close to the Arctic, whereby I live in the near to the equator. Can you imagine that, At that point in time, an engagement, it was with the bride wasn't even there, and I was okay with that. I told my then fiance that come in and shake my hands while I was overseas. So it was fun. But looking at the setup here today, I felt that there's a lot of generational stories in my time that needs to be shared. I'm sure all this, the thing that's happening today with the world of digital is abundant, but the world that I went through, it is not fully recorded enough. However, I've seen a lot of on threads, women over 60 are more visible now. Maybe it's my algorithm, but I'm very happy with that. They are living their life as they would like it to be, and I see their presence, and I would like that to be seen. Their presence are seen. It is like last time in the villages. You can see the matriarch of the community. They are very visible, even though at that point in time they were not on the digital, but they were visible in the community gathering. I remember my mother, she was the ultimate matriarch of her family because she was the last living person of her generation. I mean, the generation of her. She outlived her brothers and sisters. She outlived her in-laws. So she's the last living person, and she was born in 1935. So she could see that there were a lot of information that she could have shared, but it wasn't recorded. That was one of the things that I regretted, that I did not do this sooner when she was alive. So that's why today I felt that 2026, it has to be done. I cannot wait longer. I wanted to do it 5 years ago when I retired. I retired in 2025. It was a voluntary retirement because I think I have enough of corporate world. It was eating me from inside out. So I said, I would like to record what's happening. Initially, I would like to record what's happening with me retiring. How does it feel to be doing a voluntary retirement? How does it feel suddenly that you let go of your career? How does it feel that suddenly one side, your whole life identity, the 35 years identity as an engineer? That's why I call myself my hashtag old female engineer. My whole life has always been a female engineer. The first female engineer doing this female engineer doing some strategic projects, yeah. But suddenly in 2020, I decided to retire, and then does it go away? Did it go away? Did the female engineer went away? I almost thought that it went away, like half of me gone, except that the beautiful part of me, my personal side, my husband, my family, my children, my family, and the people around me, they are still there, but that's not the whole of me. So I was initially thinking that maybe I want to record before I forgot how does it feel like being a female engineer. But Alhamdulillah, even though today is 5 years later, I'm glad that I haven't lost the female engineer. It's still there, and it has grounded me. But along the way, within the past 5 years or so, I found Rosie Flower Ferris, a professional art therapist. I went and studied masters, and then I got fully registered as an art therapist, and I've worked 1 whole year as an art therapist. It had opened up my whole new outlook, even in my outlook, my network, and a new skill. I'm totally loving it, and that's why one of the things I would like to do this video log, because I felt that at 60, if I can find something new that I like, I think everyone can do it. It is not difficult to find something new that will give you the zest and the fun in going your day to day in life. Because honestly, I do realize, because I'm a Muslim, I know that our life is not, we are conscious of death. Even when I do zikir every day, because I follow tariqat, we have a term called Rabita Kubur, which is like you think that you are dead already, and then you're already in the grave. So that's always impounded on me that we will die sooner or later, right? But that doesn't mean that when we still alive, that we do not live. I still remember my Allah Ar-Rahmat, my mom. She used to tell me in her accent of Temeluk, she said, "Gona kan kita masih duduk di dunia ni." In translation, it means what else can be done? We are still living in this world, which is why I really understood the way that she led her life. She was full of zest. She was always smelling nice. She was always putting on lotions to her hand. She was always washing her face with good facial wash. She put some cream, and I saw that she also has very light colored lipstick, like almost natural looking. Yeah. So that was my mom. She always smelled nice. She always have a nice hijab on. I saw that in her, and I understood when she said that we are still living in this world. So we live for the sake of knowing, and also we know that we are not going to be here. It may be today or maybe tomorrow. That was one of the reason I thought that our generations, the 60-year-old woman, find your joy. It can be anything. It can be taking care of your grandchildren, your chuchus, Some people, that's their calling. That's it, I'm okay with that. As long as you find joy in your day-to-day, like some people find cooking, yeah? I enjoy cooking as well. I enjoy nice surrounding. That's my source of joy. At the same time, I want my brain to expand, my brain to learn new things, to be challenged, to have some structure, because I've lived 35 years as a corporate person. So I feel that I need to still calm down and open my laptop, or the very least open my iPad and do something, like do something that requires the brain and approach, put it on a white paper, here, work out some interactions. So that was why I felt that this would be the reason why I would like to share, so that it became motivation for people to find joys in their life. Yeah, so that's number 2. Let's see what's my number 3. I keep forgetting. I put a note actually, but I need my glasses to read it. What else? Okay. Right. So another thing is that one of the reasons I say I would like to make real connections with people out there. Like I've enjoyed really good connection on my social media, even though my followers are small, but I have made new relationship from that, and that is good. Some people say it's okay. Why do you need to get to know? To be connected to strangers. I like it. Not that I really want to connect like 10,000, 50,000 strangers. I just like to connect to a few people whom I feel that with the life that I had, I would have imparted, not wisdom, I would have imparted my life story to the other person. So whatever good or whatever lesson learned from my life story, the other person can make use of it, or make a reference that is something they do not want to do, So that's why I thought I want to put this. So to record this, I do hope that I can be consistent to do it. My initial thing was that I wanted to start it in the first week of January, but apparently it has been so delayed because I've been so busy preparing for this event that's going to happen tomorrow. But I forced myself to squeeze in today because this is such a nice setup. Yeah, so it will fit well with me being Rosie Flower Fairies. So there you go. I have the three little whys, I call it. It's not big whys why I started this channel. Yeah, so that I hope that people will enjoy. And then finally, I asked my Gen Z daughter, and I asked her, what is the reason that I need to have to do this, to have a channel of myself? And surprise, you know what she said? She said, why do I need to have a reason? Why do I need to have a reason to have a channel? Why do not I have a reason to put it myself out there and talk about things that I like? This is coming from my 22-year-old daughter, you know. I was like, I was taken aback by her perspective, and I mulled over it, and I felt that that's it. That's the answer. It wasn't my three small whys just now. I don't really need a why. In this world, you just if you want to do it, just do it. No need to the reason why. Why do I need to justify whatever I want to do with a why? So I'm learning a lot from the Gen Zs. Yeah. So I do hope that my small whys will motivate me by doing this, so that all my life my thoughts are recorded. Yeah. And number two, that it will encourage people like me to find joys and to find things to do like they like. What was the third one? I forgot. Yeah, and the third one is to make connections. But the most important thing is I do not need to have a why. If I want to do it, I just do it. And I hope that I'm not gonna delay this anymore. And this will be followed up by more and more videos recorded over the time for me. And if you like this, please give a like, and I would like to hear your comments about my video, my first ever video. I'm more than happy to read and comment again. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for listening.